What's up? It's Rick here. My boys Nick and Nathan, both currently available. There's Nathan. There's Nicholas. Going to show you my Hobie Pro Angler 14 kayak. It's a little dirty. I haven't cleaned it up from the fall fishing season. Basic Pro Angler 14. I did get the Yak Attack parking pole. I put the stubby paddle in a modification there with a paddle clip. I keep that for the real shallow water if I just want to make small maneuvers. I put some tennis balls on the cart with some cutouts of PVC because I was getting some tire rub on the bottom of my kayaks, or my kayak. That's one thing Hobie needs to look at as a better way to transport these things. They're heavy and it's pretty hard to get it turned over on its side to get that thing through the scupper holes. Let's see, interesting modification here. I have a solar panel to charge my depth finder battery. That's a standard solar panel you can get at any Tractor Supply, Northern Tool. Bought this plug off of a marine website. It's a waterproof plug. The back hatch here that I don't use, I installed a solar charge controller for the depth finder battery. Attach this leash. I have some items in here, a pump out, some rope. The bottle I just used to store things to make it waterproof. Not really much going on there. I do have some pliers here handy. I normally keep 2 boxes inside here, but I have them out. I've got the Hummingbird down imaging with the GPS. Works out real nice. Another modification I have, bought this clothesline reel at Lowe's or Home Depot for, I want to say $17, and I just have a basic anchor. So I pulled the clothesline all the way out but about 10 foot, and I tied this paracord to it for my anchor. So I pull my anchor out and then clip it to my anchor trolley. And I just tie it around here to keep it from putting tension on the inside. It works out really good. Lets me store my anchor and not have a lot of line laying around the boat. I did get the H-bar specifically for fishing in the winter when I don't want to get my feet wet getting in and out of the kayak. This thing is really nice. A little pricey but well worth the money. Even if I'm sight fishing for redfish on Blues Lake, or as we call them, carp, it comes in handy if I'm standing up a lot. That's really about it. The anchor trolley, which I use a little bit with the parking pole if I'm in shallow water. And inside here, I have a hook remover. You can see my battery. It's not in a case. I just used bungee straps to strap it in, and that's just for ease of getting it in and out if I need to charge it. Never had a problem with water getting in there. I have my GoPro and Flamin' Amy's Burrito Barn sponsors. Not really. And oh, the last thing, I like the Pro Angler so much that I went back a month later and bought the Mirage Oasis tandem for the wife and I. And I built this cart, kayak cart. You can get the plans off the internet. It's pretty simple to do. And use the PVC support. It worked out really well. And I built this thing the exact height of my truck tailgate, so I can roll it up to my truck tailgate, slide it in, and tie it down and go. It's real versatile, real easy to use. One thing, I am a bit biased to Hobie. It is the only kayak I've ever used, the only fishing kayak I've ever had, and I just can't say enough about this kayak. That Mirage propulsion system is unbelievable. The guy who thought that was making a lot more money than you and I. me anyway. That thing's awesome. I can move along about 3.5, 4 miles per hour at a good consistent pace, no problem. And the kayak's real sturdy. I can stand up and fish from it, no problem. I cover a lot of ground in the water. It's just fun. Very versatile. You can pedal, paddle, or sail these things. There's the little hole for the sail to go in, which I do have a sail for the Mirage Oasis down there. I have sailed the Pro Angler, but to be honest, it's just not worth the effort for stowing the sail, putting it up. One recommendation to Hobie: you really need something to keep the kayak in a straight line when you're sailing. The wind tends to blow the sail and the kayak across the water versus moving it through the water. I think it's called a dagger board. I'm not a sailing type person. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like.